Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Quick release on the RPO. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Fires into traffic, intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room, couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Sooners send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Secures it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the... There he goes! He's at the 10. Touchdown balls! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Using his legs, it's Jordan. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to the running game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. To cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown Sooners! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Davis looking to pass. Got his man. Runs through the tackle. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Lost to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Butler. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Vols are on the move. Catch in the middle, it's Clinton. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Garcia. Now the pitch. Picks up the first down, still moving. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harrison. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Sooners in the hurry up. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gives it on the option.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Butler. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Davis will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed near the sticks. It's Jefferson. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Hit as he throws. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Tennessee! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Merritt. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Makes the catch, it's Jordan. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He turns it loose to the left. And this was knocked away incomplete, and that's probably a good thing for this defense because they were in the neutral zone, and that was a free play. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Sims. Bringing the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Merritt. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back to pass, it's Sims. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing, got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Vols, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down. They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Volunteers looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Davis will throw. Now adjusting. Looking to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown ball. This is like a baseball pitcher they can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency. Makes the grab on the left side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
He's got his man, makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They just keep firing. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Sims. This time he's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, going to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Bond. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Cut it, cut it. Terrier.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. This is a designed run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to pound their way in. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
29 Philly. 2.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UConn was anything but dominant today, but the Huskies are going to leave Rentschler Field winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Con. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Garcia. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Butler. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Davis looking to pass. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Butler. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Lost to fire on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gain.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. He'll take it himself. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
handoff. Keep working on that clock.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Tennessee.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Davis will throw. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And how about this call and excellent timing between the quarterback and running back on the angle route.
And how nice is it, Reese, on offense to have running backs that can catch the football, right? In these types of situations, on third down, they can help your drives continue. They can give another element to this offense the defense has to worry about. This running back really is a weapon.
They'll send the back in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Davis looking to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it. The ball pops out on the return. And this fumble will score it out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
He'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Dropping back, it's Sims. Fires it down the seam. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
He'll take another shot here. Big fella moving. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Sooners line it up with a first and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Here's the pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw, it's Sims. He wants it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. On the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Garcia. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. game right here. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On fourth down, looking to pass. And it's a pick in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, then you build some momentum for some future games.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, it's Sims. Pass is incomplete. Two-point conversion is no good. Not really sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be the ball game. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead.